Oh, where did you live in, you lived in England?
I lived in England.
Okay. How long, where did you live and how long did you live there for?
I lived there all my life. I was born in England.
When did you come over to America?
We came to America, it was October the 26th, 1996.
Was there a specific reason why you came over?
Yeah, came for my husband's job. He's an engineer, and obviously because it's Detroit, you get a lot of engineers in Detroit.
Oh, that answers my next question. What is the thing that you miss most about England?
I miss two things, and it's hard to work out. My family, obviously, because all my family is there. My mom, my sister, my brother. Do I have any spots on my nose?
Nope.
And then, my nieces and nephews are all in England still. So that's hard. And also the history. I miss the history. The historical buildings and things like that. They're really old. My hometown is a medieval town, so it's years and years and years old. And it's still got all the Tudor buildings and things like that. So I miss that.
Oh, that's so cool. What do you do?
What do I do?
Yeah.
What, as a job?
Yeah.
My degree is in nursing and psychology. But what I do now, working over here, is I teach people with disabilities how to work with their service and assistance staff.
Oh, that's cool.
So people that are in wheelchairs, that use wheelchairs, I help them learn to work with their service dog and teach the dog tasks and things like that. Or if somebody's deaf, we teach the dog to listen for sounds, so that if somebody comes to knock on the door, the dog will hear it, go back to the person, and they'll take the person to the origin of the sound, so that they know that there's somebody at the door, or the smoke detector's going off, the microwave is finished, the cooker buzzer's finished. So that's what I do.
Were you planning to do that when you came over to America?
No. It wasn't. I was expecting to continue in nursing.
Is there any traditions that you brought over from England to America?
Yeah. We have a couple. One is Boxing Day. Boxing Day is the day after Christmas, and it's like another Christmas day for us. So you don't have that here, but we have it still. And it's to be with people that you couldn't be with on Christmas Day. So its origin in England is when people had servants, they would work Christmas Day and then they would get the next day off. So it was called Boxing Day. They would get their boxes of gifts from their employers, and then they would have their Christmas Day then. So that's how it transferred into sort of everyday living. And then we do bonfire night, which is a little difficult to explain. A group of people tried to blow up the Houses of Parliament many years ago, and his name was called Guy Fawkes, and he was in charge of a group of people, and it was called the Gunpowder Plot, and they put a load of gunpowder in barrels in the cellars of the Houses of Parliament, but their plot was foiled, and they got arrested and hung, drawn and quartered, I may add. And every year now what we do to celebrate the fact that they didn't manage to blow up the Houses of Parliament, we have a big bonfire. We build an effigy of Guy Fawkes and we throw it on the bonfire. We have fireworks. I know. It's much more fun than that, isn't it, Nikki? It just sounds pretty weird.
That's so funny.
And then we celebrate with fireworks and a barbecue.
It's really cool.
That was in V for Vendetta.
In England, you have big processions and carnivals and things like
really?
that. Yeah, obviously we can't do that around our yard.
It'd be so funny just watching, like, oh look, America. What's your favorite part about America?
My favorite part about America is that children are welcome anywhere. I love that. Except for bars, of course, and that's not a place you want them anyway. And there's a lot of things for everybody to do. So you don't get those options.
What? How is like different in England than America?
It's easier to drive here. The roads are wide and straight. In England, they're narrow and very windy. There is very few historical buildings here compared to England. And you have a tendency to want to knock stuff down here a lot, which is a little scary. But pretty much, the same.
I think I got everything.
Oh, and of course you say different words to us.
Like what?
We say aluminium, you say aluminum. You say dinner, we say tea. These are trousers, not pants. Your pants are our underwear. Pinafores are dresses in our country. Jumpers are sweaters. It goes on.
It's funny. Are there any sayings that you do, that you say over there? Like, that we don't say?
Oh, loads of things. Spot on means perfect. Can you think of anything, Nikki, that I say that seems kind of weird?
If you could go back, would you?
I go back every year anyway. But do you mean would I go back for good?
Sure, yeah.
I don't know. I have, my oldest daughter is now living with her boyfriend and they have a baby. So it would be really hard to leave her. So I don't want to miss her growing up. So I guess probably no.
I think that's all my questions. I do believe.
Okay. Oh, good point. I miss English chocolate. The chocolate here is very sugary sweet, and the chocolate in England has more cocoa. So it tastes...
So it's like dark chocolate?
No, it's just richer. Richer. Yummy.
That's bad. You should have some of these. You have my face. Devin, stop.
Are you done yet?
Okay.
We're all done? Cool.